Hey there, everybody, welcome back to some more Lobotomy Corporation. Hope you guys have been doing well. We're back into it. I do apologize if this video is a little bit late, but as you guys know, been staying busy, been trying to make sure I handle a bunch of stuff all at once, so that is why this video is a little late. But otherwise, let's go ahead and jump into it. Thank you guys for your comments in the previous episode. We have some people that have said, hey, yeah, I'll use the army in Black's armor, which is awesome. We can go ahead and buy it here. And honestly, I probably should have bought it outside of or inside of the corp, but that's fine because we actually have two people that have offered to use it, which is Corbinek and Plague. And then when Plague commented, it made me realize Plague has been missing. We don't have Plague. Plague, I don't know, Plague, I don't know how long you've been out of the company. I don't remember when you last died, but I remember saying I need to get you back. But yeah, so we've got Plague back. I tried to make your character as close as it was before. So Plague is back in the facility, which is great. I do apologize for keeping you out so long. It's one of those things where it's becoming difficult to track all of you guys. And yeah, that when Plague said, hey, I'll use it. And I was like, okay, well, we'll set Plague up. And then I was like, where the heck is Plague at? Well, Plague was dead. Plague was very dead. So let's go ahead and get Plague set up with some armor. We are going to use the Army in Black armor for Plague. And then Corbinek has also offered. Also, why can I get Plague in there? There we go. Plague's there. And then Corbinek also offered for it. We'll get you guys the gun when we have it. So for right now, I would just, give Plague that. And Corbinek already has the ego gift, which is awesome. We just want to make sure that we keep the ego gift for I can't remember, King of Greed, that one I believe. So we want to make sure we keep that for Corbinek, and then also anyone else that has those ego gifts. So like we're looking at let's see here, what do we got? Golly, Plague, you guys, Corbinek, you got so many. Roach, hand, two, nope, we don't want that one, hand one, Gold Rush. So yeah, we've kept Gold Rush on there, which is great. We want to lock Pink on now, since Corbinek said they would like to use it. So now our goal is to get Plague, Army in Black as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move people around a little bit. We'll get Yum Yum out for a second, put Plague in here, so Plague can work with this abnormality up here. Corbinek doesn't really need to work with it anymore, just due to the fact that Corbinek already has the gift, so we're not worried about that at the moment. And we'll put Yum Yum down here, because we have Snow White's apple and then the unknown abnormality for this upcoming day. So what are we looking for here? So we're making sure we see Danzy has Paradise Lost, which is great. T has Paradise Lost. Luna needs Paradise Lost at some point. So does Kevin. Jinsey, did we get Jinsey Paradise Lost finally? Did Jinsey actually get it or no? Where is Jinsey? Jinsey, where are you at? There you are. Okay, so Jinsey does have Paradise Lost. We have Jinsey's armor back. Great. So now we want to focus on getting Hostile. Hostile Paradise Lost and Kevin. Kevin, what is your stats at the moment? You have neutral resistance, so we're gonna want to get something better for Kevin, so Kevin can get Paradise Lost as well. So we're gonna take Kevin off that and put Kevin on. Let's see. Do we have anyone that could use this? So Danzy, we can take Danzy off and put Danzy back on DeCapo. So Danzy's there now, and then we can have. Where did you go? I just had you. Ah, there you are. All right, Kevin. So Kevin on Paradise Lost right here. Perfect. So Kevin can work towards that as well. And then we'll start getting Luna and some of the others that need to get it too. So right now, I think that is our setup. I know some of you mentioned, hey, I appreciate the way you do Lobotomy Corp videos. You kind of, you don't leave everything unedited. And yeah, it does take me a little bit more time to do that. But like you mentioned in the comments, yeah, there's a lot of downtime between Lobotomy Corp, especially if we are, doing abnormalities that we've already seen before. So that's why I want to cut it out for you guys. I want to try to make this at least entertaining, and this lot is what the hell is that. So yeah, that's why I do what I do, and I'm glad you guys I'm glad to hear the feedback on it. So let's Corbinek, it looks like you got something fun to play with. Let's go ahead and get our people who want to work with White Knight done, wherever White Knight has moved off to this time, down here in the bottom left. Let's see here, who are we sending this time? I think it was either I already forgot who I'm sitting down here. Where are you at? Who am I looking for? Hostile Buffalo. There we go. Hostile Buffalo goes there. And then, of course, Corbinek will be our guinea pig. Let's say Insight. Sure. Okay, we'll do that. And then we also want to get people Army in Black, which is going to be Plague. And Plague, you go get that for me, and we'll get your stats boosted. I already boosted Plague up to tier 5 all the way around the board, so that Plague does not have to worry about building up so fast. So let's go down here and see what Corbinek's going to be working with, because this thing looks terrifying. We have 0472. All right, so far so good. All right, kind of neutral. Lives inside the target's eyes. Okay, so Corbinek is definitely a target at this point, which is kind of scary. Grows thorns aimed for heaven inside Corbinek's vision. Okay. You know, this thing looks evil and looks like it could probably tear us apart, but maybe we'll be fine. And finally, neutral result, not bad. Good job, Corbinek. Awesome job as usual. So let's go to get the managerial guidelines. Always like to get these first if I can. Work with it must be done while the manager has containment unit in sight. Oh, interesting. During the work process, when the containment unit went out of the camera's sight, the counter lowered. When its containment unit was still unmonitored after the phenomena, the counter continued to lower. Ooh, all right, so we got to keep an eye on this thing. All right, so we're done here, so let's move away from it before we start working with it again. Because we still want to train people. We want to make sure people get what they need. I know it's only been, you know, a couple days since I last recorded, but I'm already kind of lost to where I need to be at. So TU still needs some work on prudence and all that, which we can easily get. Okay, yeah, so like, TU can go down here and do this quite easily. So we'll send you down to censored, which is fine. And let's see what else we can work with here. Yeah, I think everything else we just I kind of have to do on my own, in all honesty. But, you know, we'll send Sin, of course, up here to work with it, his favorite. Sin, where you at? You should not be hard to find. There you are. You're all the way at the bottom, so you're gonna have to go all the way up there and find that. That's okay. So I'm gonna keep working with this thing, and as usual, I will let you guys know when some fun information has been found. Okay, so after working with this thing the second time, I think Insight may be a neutral work result, because that time it did not work well. Not well at all. So I think we're okay to maybe find out if maybe something else to work with, maybe repression or instinct. I'm gonna go with instinct first. Okay, well, that's good to know. What about attachment? 55%, not bad. So we can try to do attachment next time. We do have a negative 8%, which is okay. It's not anything terrible. And I just gotta make sure this thing doesn't do something bad to Corbinek once the counter hits. Okay, so I think we're good. Corbinek should be fine. While I have the time, I'm gonna go make sure, you know, White Knight is fine, so, you know, of course, Hostile Buffalo is going to come up here and try to get Paradise Lost again, and then Plague is going to come up here and try to get the helmet again, so, you know, we'll keep doing that over and over again. Sin's up there, perfect. All right, so yeah, once again, we're going to try to work with this thing. This time we're going to do attachment. We can see here that we have a better work result than probably what Insight was, so let's go ahead and send Corbinek back in there. And while we have that in view, let's just go and get Mako Vader. I've been working on Mako Vader as well, and I need to work on Umbra too. I've been sending Umbra to do things with Big Bad Wolf and then also censored. So that's kind of how things are going right now. Like I said, making sure everyone's trained up, and we're going to see how this turns out this time. Hopefully a little bit better than last time because we have a negative 8%, but yeah, it looks like it's a lot better for Corbinek this time. Same little dialogue up here, nothing new that I've seen thus far. We also have a meltdown level 1, which means we have to go over here and work with open can of Welchers, which, you know, oh, which one was it that's not good? I think it's the purple one. Is bad, do not take any drink. A purple drink is omitted. Appearance of composition, taste are exactly the same as the other grape flavored carbonated beverages. It has been found that physical fortitude and mental strength. Okay, so attachment's fine. We'll send someone to do attachment there. Yeah, we can send Umbra to do that. So that'll work. Right? Yeah, it's fine. Umbra should be fine with that. Let's get back over here before we, you know, we don't have eyes on this thing and see what we can get from it this time. So we know attachment's fine, so I'm going to keep with that. I'm going to check out these other managerial guidelines here. During the work process, when the containment unit went out of the camera's sight, the counter lowered with, when its containment unit was still unmonitored after the phenomenon, the counter continued to lower. Oh, I already read that. Whoops. When the work result was normal or good, the counter increased. The Q counter increased. It seems that it can be increased up to 3 levels at a time, depending on the work result. Warning, do not stop looking at the abnormality while its suppression is in progress. Noted, okay. So, suppression's not going on right now, that's fine. Okay, once this thing kind of cools down, I'll come back and we'll see if we find anything new. Also, one thing I noticed about this thing as we've kind of messed with it some more, we actually got a name now. The Burrowing Heaven lives inside the target's eyes. Before it said, you know, the blah, 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 the number 0472 lives inside the target's eyes, but now we actually have a name, which is interesting because we haven't unlocked that yet. So yeah, I think this thing's called the Burrowing Heaven, which is, yeah, that's something for sure. I'm kind of interested about the lore on that one, but we got some more information from it. Let's go ahead and get it. Yep, the Burrowing Heaven, wild type abnormality, does black damage, 24 max boxes, and those are its ranges down there. Perfect. We could get the insight list and repression work, but I'm going to stick with this and then get its escape information and go from there. I think that's, we are good to have the information that we have at the moment. So we're going to keep working with it. Plague did get the helmet from, what's it called? Army in Black, so that's really good for Plague. And we're going to keep working with this thing so that we can get more information from it. Or not information, but, you know, more, get the gun for it. And yeah, we're going to keep working with Plague. Is going to just kind of keep doing that, I think, because that's helping Plague get their stats up. Granted, because it's Zayn, you guys can explain to me that, hey, it's technically a low risk abnormality, so you're not going to build up a lot of stats for it. So Plague is going to slowly build up insight, but we still need to work with it to get that gear from it. So yeah, that's the only bad thing about it. And then, of course, Censored. People have been working with Censored just to get their stats up. I think Blue Fox is getting maxed on Insight now, which is great. We could send Instinct, but I think I'm just going to let Umbra kind of... Well, actually, Umbra's working. Never mind. Anyone else need Insight going up? Yeah, Mako Vader could. Yum Yum would die. Let's not do that. Yeah, so let's just keep getting Blue Fox stats up. I think we can do Instinct. 60%? Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be okay. You got 0.4 resistance to that, so it's good. Yeah, so we're gonna keep working with this, and then I'll let you guys know when I have anything else new. Okay, so we got its escape information, and we also have the ego gift. It has work speed, success rate, and HP +4. So nothing fast for water, but that's okay. It is kind of a cool looking crown gift there. And then we can go and get these two. And we also have the ego weapon, which is Heaven. It's a red type weapon, fast, medium. And, you know, we have some weak, endured, and weak. So that is the Burrowing Heaven. We have completed it. It is done. And I guess it's good that I have the habit of just staring at an abnormality when I first work with it. I hate the fact that sometimes like I do these things and you guys don't see the result of me messing up. But I guess my habits of just kind of staring at these guys came in handy for this one. So we have a thorny abnormality that feeds on the gaze of others. It sometimes stretches its wings. Don't look away. Just keep your eyes on it. It lives in your gaze. The containment unit is a facade contained in your sight. Blinking is okay. It will tolerate such a brief moment of disruption. However, once it recognizes that it lost your attention and focus, it will spread its wings. Yes, wings. As if the prey's long-forgotten god. Its lean, bloody wings will stretch and cover the whole corridor. The wings will still bear fruit, using fresh corpses as food. If it still fails to gain your attention, the stalks will pierce the facility and grow towards a sunny spot. Like an angel, its wings will reach the skies and extend toward the ground, eventually blocking the sun out. But there is still hope. When you finally turn your eyes and bring it within your cognizance, it will return to this deep, dark subterranean area. That is if you manage to survive by them. That's what a gaze is, attention, an invisible string that connects us, sole focus. Do not come here, as there is no place for you to rest. Is that what you wanted to see? When your tears dry up at last, tell me your answer. So that kind of, the reason why I'm gonna read this one is because I didn't see what bad thing happened with it. We kind of, you know, we got to see Snow White Apple and what she kind of does, and Red, you know, it's what she does. But like Burrowing Heaven, we have no idea what this thing does. I mean, it looks evil, it looks terrible. But we never saw what it did. That's because, you know, of my habit of just staring at these things. So yeah, that kind of gives us an idea of what could possibly go wrong with it. We definitely do want to work with it some more, get more boxes. We're going to leave it be for the moment. I'm just going to kind of go through the day. Of course, you know, White Knight's demanding attention as usual, so we need to do that. We're going to need to get Hostile Buffalo up here ASAP because we are at a 2, which is fine. White Knight's not bad, just got to remember to work with it, so... But I mean, right now, I'm just going to keep working, go through the day as normal, build up stats, and then when we have new abnormality, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so that is Workday 28 complete. Good news is that both the Dansy, Hostile Buffalo, and Kevin got Paradise Lost on this one. A lot of good stat increases around the board, so really awesome to see there. About 10 minutes, everyone's alive. Not bad at all. Now, of course, we're going to work on it with Snow White and the other new abnormality as much as we can so we can get their gear. But for the meantime, let's see what we have here. We can change anything. Now, everything will just be fine. I've already forgotten if this is the one I need. So, you know what? I'm going to do what I normally do when I do this and see, hey, is this the one I need? And yes, this is the one we need. We can change anything. The one that I did not complete fully and is not part of our codex because, well, it requires some silly things to happen with an employee that we need to, unfortunately, get rid of. Yeah, I don't like this abnormality, but we have to take it in order to complete our codex. So I'm gonna go and get it out of the way. Unfortunately, one of you has to die, and we have to sacrifice some armor that's really high in red, but I think it'll be okay. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so that's why, unfortunately, I've got to get rid of you. You're gonna be the one that handled this, but you can see here that we need a little bit more time used on it, so we're gonna put on some really great red armor that I can get back and then say sorry, goodbye, thank you for your service. All right, so I'm terrible, I'm awful. What can we do? Is there like a piece of Aleph gear that we could get back easily? Not really. I mean, we can get pink back relatively easily, but I ideally don't want to. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, granted, we can get back without much issue. Is there a piece of WoW gear that we can actually do? Let me take a look here and see what I can find out. Okay, so what I've done is I got Cobalt Scar, and then I've leveled them up just a little bit. I maxed out their Fortitude where they have at least a good chunk of HP so that we can actually get them in here and do this real quick. So I'm just going to begin management. I'm not going to change anything up at the moment. I just want to see if this is actually going to work or not. So we're going to throw them in there, and yeah, we're just going to see if we get the max time on that and say that we're done. Now, where did old White Knight go? I love how this thing moves around so much. White Knight, where did you end up? Where did you go? I know you're here somewhere. Ah, there you are in the middle. Okay, of the information team. All right, so let's just, let's send someone up here to handle this. I know I don't have gear on people who can handle it, so, we can say this to you, go handle that for me real quick, just so we can keep an eye up here and see what's going to happen, because we need a total time of a minute 40. So we may have to do this twice, unfortunately, but we're going to see if this works, because we got resistant gear, and I mean, we if you look at Big Bad Wolf, we got plenty of boxes. We got 941, no problem whatsoever. We can easily get this gear back, and we're just gonna see what happens. Hopefully we get enough time out of this. So yeah, they're just they're resisting 0, which is great. I mean, doing an awesome job so far. We got that done. All right, so okay, we're seeing 1, not bad, and it's progressively getting worse, and they're dead. Yeah, that wasn't an hour. Oh, that went a minute 40. So knowing that, probably gonna need multiple employees to do this, and we're probably gonna use both of those types of gear. If anything, I don't even think we're gonna be able to use 2 employees. I think we're gonna have to use multiple employees, which is kind of crazy to think about. I'm gonna move. Okay, we're gonna move Yum Yum out for a little bit, and we're gonna use Gregory. Sorry, Gregory, you're up next. So we're gonna have to try this out, and of course, I believe Why Not hasn't moved around again. Where are you at now? Why do you always do this to me? Where are you at? I don't even know where he's at anymore. Oh, there he is. Okay. So White Knight has switched with Rudolph, it looks like. Maybe Rudolph? I don't know. He switched with someone. So I still don't know if this is going to be enough. And I can go ahead and proceed with the day because, I don't want to take up a ton of recording time. But I'm basically going to do the same thing that I did with Acacia? Maybe? Sure. That one. Strengthen them, get them up to 4, get Temperance up to 4. And then put on the gear for them. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to throw on, where is it at? We're going to throw on Love and the Cobalt Scar as well for Gregory. And if it doesn't work this time, that's fine. We'll get that, we'll get the gear back and rinse and repeat. We'll just get some basic employees, level them up, stuff like that. But the next step is making sure that we have people who we can get Paradise Lost with. So let's go ahead and fix that. I'm going to get everyone sorted around, and then I'll let you guys know what I end up with. Okay, so the next ones I've decided to work with Paradise Lost is going to be Corbinek, and I already forgot my second one. Where did you go? Luna, there we go. Luna's going to be that. And then we'll work on Umbra, and I think Monko Vader next, and then go to E-Cord. Or maybe E-Cord next. I don't know. I've also switched E-Cord's gear around to be Smile, because I think it's fitting for this, and then Censored. I know E-Cord personally, so I don't know. This is hilarious to me. So that's what we're going to work with. I'm going to begin the workday, do these 2, see if it gets us our hour 40, but otherwise, there's not really much to show you guys in this day. If there is something funny, I'll bring it up, but otherwise, I'll see you for the next abnormality. Okay, good news is, I know I said that, hey, I'll bring you back next abnormality, but the good news is, this is done. We do have the final kind of lore behind it. It's quite simple. Just open the machine, step inside, press the button, make it shut. Now everything will just be just fine. Words are hard. The machine will produce energy after an employee enters it. Seeing as once inside, nobody ever comes out. It must be a rather comfortable machine. Yeah, so it's not affected by meltdowns, which is not really something we got to worry about, to be honest. I mean, if White Knight switches around, then sure. But otherwise, we're done with this. We don't have to worry about it anymore, and it's going to be just honestly sitting here. So it takes up a slot where something dangerous could be at. So, it's fine. But I mean, hey, it gets us boxes really quick. So, hey, maybe we can use that down the line if we really need to finish a day quickly. Which honestly isn't a terrible idea. I think if you have I think it's the higher the employee, the better. Maybe. Will increase as time goes by. So, I mean, like, the longer you have someone, that could be good later on. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to continue the day as normal. Make sure people are A-okay and get people Paradise Lost, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the day. I'm about to end the day, but I noticed something very interesting. White Knight, I think, is the first abnormality that I've seen its boxes go over 1,000. Most of the time they stop over at 999, but this one keeps going, which is very interesting, unless it counts up and then rounds it down. Okay, there we go. All right, never mind. False alarm. Let's go ahead and end the day. Very successful day. Everyone had some good stat increases, got some good gifts, and we're gonna... Oh, right. I was like, why do we have an A? Why are 2 dead? That was my fault. Yeah, we killed 2 people at the beginning of the day. We're going to forget about that. We're not going to talk about it. It didn't happen. That report got shredded and burned. All right, so we have T0243. Unsurprisingly, not a single employee volunteered to retrieve the corpse of their cocooned colleague. Oh, geez, is that a spider? Well, we're going to take it. I'm going to skip through day 30, and we're going to go and expand Gebros again. And no one, unfortunately, I don't believe Luna got Paradise Lost in that day, so we're going to keep trying. But we know to a point where if we just give the right armor, people are fine. You know, I've been assigning people to White Knight, and no one's died, so which is great. So Luna and Corbinac are going to keep trying for that. White Knight's over here now, so that means, you know, some people are going to get moved over here. Umbra, you can get moved where Corbinac is. Corbinac, you go over there. Ooh, actually, Corbinac is going to stay over here. And we're going to move Luna here because Corbinac is their user test dummy, so always appreciate your sacrifice there. I'm going to move some of these high-ranking employees who are maxed out, though, and move some of our more, like, Dolce and Mako Vader. Actually, Mako Vader's already down here. Let's move Mako Vader here, just because these guys are ready to murder. I mean, they're maxed out on stats. They're good to go. Some of these other employees, though, like, you know, Plague, for example, we still need to get Plague maxed out, but, you know, Plague's been helping us with this, so Plague's going to stay there. But some of these other employees that are, like, 4s or something, we can bring them down. Like, Maxim is ready to come down here and help out. I've been training Maximum up here. So that's just an example. Dirk Souls, we need to work on Dirk Souls as well. So, you know, for example, you know, while these guys are extremely strong, we can move them around. So, you know, Raptor, I'm going to keep Raptor in Central just in case. Peaceful Buffalo as well. We need to keep leveling you up. Water, we need to get water speed gifts. But at the moment, I think we've gotten water every single speed gift we can so far. So I'm going to move water up here to kind of watch over this floor. And then Dirk Souls down here to help with that, because water will be able to help immensely. Mako, we're going to put Mako on the bench right there, move water there, put Mako back here, and that looks good to me. So let's go and see what new abnormality we have. Actually, before we do that, it is time for at least one of you to get the full set of pink armor gear, or the, I can't remember what it's called already. But let's see here. Where are you at? It's not hard to see. There's Plague. So let's give Plague, yep, that weapon. Awesome. Plague, you look awesome. So you got attack speed +5, increased damage of this abnormality's weapon by 15% when corresponding abnormality's armor is equipped. I need to stop speaking so fast. Good grief. So let's go ahead. Next is going to be Corbinac. We'll get Corbinac the gear. But for now, Corbinac is going to keep on, what's it called? Justicia, so that Corbinac can work with White Knight when it's time. So Blue Fox and Hostile Buffalo over here with Luna. Luna's going to help with White Knight, and that's going to be kind of our setup for today. So begin day 30 management. Let's see what new abnormality we have. It is dark. It is very dark. That is terrifying. Well, Corbinac, good luck. Don't die. I'm going to say instinct. I don't know. Sometimes I think instinct when I think, you know, animals and other things of that nature, and it tends to work out okay. Let's go ahead and send Luna in there and keep that going. And might as well, since I'm looking here, we'll get someone to work with the Burrowing Heaven to get stats up, honestly. Oh, actually, yeah, all of you are maxed out. Right. Okay, well, that's a thing. Okay, Ecord, yeah, you're not maxed out on Insight. Go do that. That'll be fine. I just gotta make sure I keep an eye on it, so. We'll stay in view. Let's see what Corbinac has and see what kind of flavor text we have up here. The containment unit is one giant spider web. As soon as an employee enters it, the spider's eye are fixed on its prey. Oh, well, have fun with that, Corbinac. Hope you're not afraid of spiders. All right, numerous eyes track Corbinac's every movement. And it looks like this is a HE class. Corbinac make sure not to forget to gently give themselves a pat down before leaving, as to make sure no spiderlings still clung to any piece of their clothing. Oh, that's awful. Ugh, okay, I don't like that. Oh, and that was maxed out, and that was a neutral result. Huh, okay, let's go find out what this thing does. Employees with prudence level 1 squash the spiderlings. It turned to those who harmed its children into cocoons. Okay, well, good thing we're not worried about that. When cleaning the unit due as part of insight work, Katya was quickly turned to cocoon by T0243. Okay, so we did do insight work, which is great. Its cocoons produce PE boxes. Additionally, cocoons mean a great number of Okay, so you can turn employees into cocoons, but I'm assuming that means they die. I'm assuming, anyway. Interesting. Very straightforward abnormality, which is not a bad thing. You know, great for us in getting our work stuff done, so yeah. All right, let's go ahead and try another round of it. Instinct, Corbinac. Go back to the spiders if you don't mind. I'm just gonna take a look here. So I'm assuming if someone gets turned into cocoons, they die. So it's like another method of we can change anything. You can get more PE box generation, I guess. So if you have employees that you don't want to use, you can turn them into cocoons. The same with this. And you can just have a gigantic PE box generation, which honestly, late game could help a lot. That could help a ton. Don't know how viable it is, but yeah, that's just, you know, thought I'm having. So what do we got here? Oh, this is actually a Teth, Spider Bud. Okay, yeah, I thought that was gonna be HE, but no, it's a little bit weaker than that. I guess looking at the P boxes there, yeah, I guess it makes sense. I forgot that you can get Teth this late into the game, so we can just keep doing this over and over again until we max it out. Nope, not what I wanted. There we go, Corp Run, go back in there. So I'm gonna keep working with that, get it maxed out, and I'll show you guys what we learn. Okay, so Spider Bud is completely done. We can see its gear here. Pretty cool looking gear with the eyes and everything. And we have some work success rate glasses with work speed. But otherwise, another Teth abnormality, we're done with it. Here's the encyclopedia record. If you want to read through it, you can pause the screen and take a look yourself. Not too much lore there. But otherwise, there you go. Another abnormality down and another day for me to finish. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to end this workday with Dark Souls dying, losing our LOB because something happened here. I guess I did the thing again where I forgot to make sure everyone was healed up on their sanity before sending him to censored. It's okay, we can get Dark Souls back and we level up. We're just gonna lose some of this gear and the thing on his back, which is okay. I was planning on getting him Paradise Lost anyway, so it'll be fine, but I'm gonna go in the day and call it there. So sorry, Dark Souls, but we'll get you back. Yeah, so let's go ahead and move on. That didn't happen. We didn't see anything. No, y'all didn't see anything. All right, so all-around helper parasite tree or Alrune. I definitely don't want you. I definitely don't want you. And I definitely... Oh, all-around helper's not bad, actually. But we are going to re-extract to see if we can get something new, which we did not. We have Firebird, Fairy Festival, and Forsaken Murderer. Firebird is not bad, and it's a WoW type abnormality, but, you know, we wouldn't work with it all that much. Honestly, not great on the pulls on this one, but that's fine. We can get something we don't necessarily have to worry about. We can have another trainer. Firebird, we could get gear back for it if we really wanted to. So I might take Firebird again. Granted, you know, it's something we'd have to worry about escaping every once in a while. And it would be in Chesed's area. But honestly, it's not too bad. I think we're at the... Yeah, if this thing escapes, we can easily kill it and get some more weapons, I think, for it. So I don't think that is terrible. Oh, my eyes. All right, so let's go ahead and skip all that and move on to the next day. Oh, wow, this is a very long cutscene. All right, so we want to go ahead and expand the disciplinary team all the way. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get some welfare team and go ahead and get the Firebird in there. So nothing new at the moment, but getting through the day should be relatively easy. I'll have to recreate Dark Souls, but that's fine. That's no problem. And we can go ahead and move through the next day. Hopefully, like I said, pretty quick. Okay, so here we are back in day 31. Should be business as usual, but I just want to let you guys know what we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on getting Luna her Paradise Lost. And of course, White Knight has moved around again, and that's the bathtub, which I think was up here. Okay, great, wonderful. Thank you, White Knight, for running away from the people I need to train you for. That's on me, though, for not looking at that. But you guys get the gist. I'm gonna send Luna all the way up here. Sorry, Luna, you gotta walk a half mile to get to White Knight, but that's what we're going to work on, try to get done. We do have Firebird down here, which, you know, we'll work with when we need to, and hey, maybe get some other gear associated with it, because all we have to do is fight it, which is honestly at this point relatively easy. I don't know how many we can get from it. I think you can only get the set, but if we lose them, I guess that's there as an option. But yeah, we can use Firebird as work if we really need to, but otherwise, that's pretty much it. That's all I got to report on, and I'll let you guys know if anything fun happens, or otherwise I'll see you at the end of the day. Okay, so Porcubus has killed someone. I forgot about the fact that they don't need to be Temperance level 3 alert, which they were, so they most likely died. Yeah, so they got 8, which is okay. You know, I hate to say, but Mariana was, you know, kind of one of our other employees, but now I know, you know, some mistakes have to be made at some point. I also forgot to stop not looking at that, so let's not kill Mabel either, so, you know, okay, move that back. Oh, geez, almost made a ton of mistakes. That could have been bad. Otherwise, the day's going fine. You know, some hiccups here and there. I had to restart because I sent Dark Souls to censored again, and he got killed immediately. So, yeah, there's that going on. Otherwise, yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine, just fine. Nothing bad. Okay, Workday 31 is done, and we had one dead from that one I mentioned earlier. And then both Corbinek and Luna got their Paradise Lost wing. So very successful day. We had some good stat increases across the day. We just got done with Purple Noon, I believe. I think I maybe already said that, but yeah, we got done with that. We have nothing there. Scarecrow, Searching for Wisdom, and Child of the Galaxy. Would love to take Child of the Galaxy, but once again, we're looking for things that we don't have yet. And once again, nothing there, Warm-Hearted Woodsman or Child of the Galaxy. Nothing there would help us get more boxes quickly, but Child of the Galaxy is also very, very good in terms of training. So it depends on what we deem better over worse. Nothing there is easy to handle. We haven't really had much issue with nothing there, and we've also been able to fight them relatively easy. Jinsei can honestly solo nothing there, I believe. So it's not that big of a deal. And like I said, it would be a good box generator that we know how to handle. So it's hard to say because Child of the Galaxy is once again a great trainer, but we already have a ton of great employees. So I think I'm going to go with nothing there for the box generation. I think we're going to go for that. Skip through the days, and let's go ahead and do the last expansion level. Actually, let's go ahead and get Welfare Team, because we're going to have that expanded all the way for us to do the core separation at day 37. But unfortunately, guys, I am out of time for recording. This is where I'm going to need to end it. But we got 4 days out of the way, maybe 4 or 5 days. Can't remember which. We had a couple new abnormalities today. Nothing too crazy. So I do apologize for maybe the slower episode. But we're getting there. We're getting back down to the lower levels. And hopefully in the next episode, we will be able to maybe do Chesed. I think maybe the episode afterwards. But for now, I think that's all I have time for. So hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, let me know down below. Let me know your feedback. Always greatly appreciated. Leaving a like, comment. You guys know how it works on YouTube. Otherwise, hope you guys have a great rest of your day wherever you may be. As always, thank you for spending some of your time here. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye, everybody.